Alright, how does that sound? Alright, how does that sound? I don't know what it was connecting to again, but it wasn't me. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to the stream. So there's been a bit of a change. Originally, I had mentioned that we'd be doing a kit today that has 771 pieces. Okay, I lied. I didn't really lie though. We're just gonna do a different kit today. I've been absolutely dying to do the succulent garden one. That's the one that has all the pieces. Unfortunately, I thought that my next appointment for my injections for my foot was next month. It was today, so I had to run around real quick and take care of that. So unfortunately that puts me out of commission pretty good. So I do have my orthopedic hammock under my desk so my foot's not hanging down, because that's a big no-no. But I know I can't do 6 hours of Legos today, and that's about what a kit with 771 pieces would take me. So we're gonna do a slightly smaller one, and this one I'm also excited for this series because we haven't done any from this series either, which is the Lego Architecture Collection. And I picked the London one just because I mean, it's London. A lot of the structures on the front here were featured in Doctor Who and Sherlock, so of course I have warm and fuzzies for all of that. This one is 468 pieces. A little hefty, but I think it's totally doable and totally comfortable. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, part of the inspiration for the name of my channels, Manda Tea and Me, is I grew up drinking tea with my British great-grandmother. So yeah, while I've never been to London, it's definitely a place I would like to visit at some point in my life. So anyway, let me get this box a little closer to you guys. I think I have the settings for the camera a little better today. I'm hoping that's true. You might hear some rustling and stuff behind me as well. I set up Ripley with her sleeping bag full of toys and things so she can forage while we Lego. So yeah. Alrighty guys, oh yeah, and last point of the day, we have today's tea of the day, which is Beach Plum, which is green and black tea with calendula, peach, and plum. So yeah, good times. You guys get a great look at my nose. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check her out. This is a very cute, like, boutique out. Hi, baby. Can I help you? She's been a little clingy today, and I don't know, it's because I left the house for 2 hours, or if it's because it's cold and because kitties are heat sinking, but she has been, you know, a little needy today, so we'll be accommodating for her as well. She's never done a long format stream before, so. Hi, Baboos. Here, you know what? I got some treaties for you. I do. As if there's a tea of the day, there's a treat of the day. These are salmon and cranberry. And I wasn't sure because she's not as keen on like the fish flavors as she is like poultry and beef. So I scattered a few of those on the floor. Good thing we are, we're going to have to vacuum tomorrow anyway. It's Saturday. So anyway, so we've got our instructions. And this doesn't seem to have as many little bags as the 3-in-1 or the Star Wars sets we've done. I love that this comes in like this boutique box, which is great for everybody who isn't me, but I like setting my box on the floor and shoving all my like little plastic bits in. So, all right, it's Crankle time. Crankle, Crankle, Crankle. Oh, we got one more dowel in there as well. Okay, so we've got 4 bags. And of course I would put a plastic bag in here for all my garbage, except my cat is terrified of plastic bags. Among other things, she's terrified of a lot of things. So, okay, we've got this little baby bag here. These aren't even, are these even numbered? No, they're not even numbered like the other ones. Maybe it's because they're the grown-up ones. We're supposed to just know how to organize our lives. Okay. I think this is specifically for London Bridge. I think I saw that. I kind of flipped through the instructions a little bit so I knew what I was getting myself into. All right. So, oh, this is beautiful. It has, I think the last Star Wars one we did had like some behind the scenes pictures and things. And this one has some photographs of, let's see. Let's start from the beginning. I guess I can read the intro since we've never done one of these sets before. London, originally founded by the Romans over 2,000 years ago, London has grown to become the cultural and economic capital of Britain and one of the world's truly global cities. Famous for its finance, fashion, and arts industries, London is the world's most visited city and also one of its most culturally diverse. More than 300 languages are spoken by its population of over 8.5 million people. Standing on the River Thames, London's skyline reflects both the city's diverse and colorful past and its continued ambition to embrace bold, modern architecture statements. You see this little kitty nose right here? Let's see. When a man is tired of London, he is tired of life, for there is London in all that life can afford. Samuel Johnson. Let's see here. So we have, obviously this is London Bridge and the city beyond. And then we have some of these historical images. This is the National Gallery, Nelson's Column, Big Ben, London's Eye, the Tower Bridge, and Londres. So we're doing this in, that looks like French to me because it's not Spanish. Okay. So we got a couple languages here. Let me just flip through. This is the Spanish section. Okay, here we go. The beginning. Hey, do you want to scoot up here? Okay. All right. I now understand why Gab Smolders has a cat cam. I'm guessing for someone who streams all day, it's kind of a necessity. So it looks like we might need a brick separator. I didn't bring one downstairs with me, but I have a bunch up on the landing. All right, so the other ones kind of showed what section of the kit we were on, and this one is like, you're gonna make the whole thing. So let's go ahead, let's look for the bag that has the big black long piece here. Hi, baby. Yeah, she's been kind of extra cuddly since I got home from the doctor, so I don't know if it's because she wants extra affection or she knows that I'm in pain. I don't know. She's a sweet girl, so maybe a little of both. So on the plus side, unlike video games, I can kind of do some of this with one hand. So Hi, welcome to the stream. We are putting together the London architecture set by Lego. It's the first architecture set that I've done, so I'm pretty excited for it. And Miss Ripley is on my lap. I know you can't see her, but you might occasionally see her nose or her ear. Okay, are you done now? No? Yes? Do you want to go play with something? Go ahead. Seriously? All those toys and you find... Oh, did you find more treaties? Okay, she found treaties. I thought she was going for a cable. So, if you don't know who Ripley is, she is our kitten. We've had her for about 2 months now. And if you would like to see updated pictures of her and some silly videos, you can find her on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at RipleyTheCat426. Yes, like LV426. Alright, so this is the little plaque that goes on the front of the set. I'm going to try to keep these pushed back because I don't know how she's going to react to all these teeny tiny pieces. So, hope everyone's doing good today. Could be better, but I could be worse, so we'll go with it. Honestly, even though I really goofed up when my appointment was, I think I had injections last December 2nd, and maybe I just threw away the wrong, like, I don't know if you guys do this, where you start getting like weird stuff in your wallet, and you're just like, oh, I just need to throw all this away. I think I may have just purged the wrong appointment card, so that's fine by me. My last injection had worn off, and I was in quite a bit of discomfort over the last like month, so yeah, small miracles, I guess. So you would think, because I've been getting, so I get a low dose of anti-inflammatories in the cortisone family, but not cortisone, and I've been doing this for a very long time. I think this was my 25th round of injections, and the only reason it's safe to do that is because it is my foot and because it is such a low dose. It's just enough to keep my ankle able to flex, and to prevent the buildup of scar tissue, which is like an ongoing problem. And why doing this? Because doing this staves off a really invasive surgery. That's why. Yeah, so that'll happen at some point. I've actually been like stocking up on little craft kits and things because I know me, and I know I will get bored very quickly, and despite all discomfort, might attempt to do things I'm not supposed to during recovery. So, but I think once we get to that point, I will probably vlog some of that, just because it is such a unique ailment and circumstance for it. So, not that everyone cares about my foot problems, but here we are. The world is wild and different. Alright. There is a certain, and I say it every time, there is a certain calmness that I get setting up the blocks, setting up the bricks in their little rows. So I think this is part of the foundation. I believe it is about 11 inches wide, 11 inches long. So yeah, my hammock doesn't pull my foot like all the way perpendicular, but it's not hanging directly down. I guess I could put my other foot in and help it along. So if I worked on site at my job all the time, I would have one for my desk at work. But as it is, I don't. I only have to be in the office 1 or 2 days a week, so I just haven't bothered. But if that were the change, if I moved ahead to a position that I had to be on site like all the time, I would absolutely have some accommodating things put in. And this is me telling you, as like your annoying aunt, if you need accommodations at your job, demand them. Now you can do it nicely, but demand them, because you are entitled to those accommodations. So I let a previous employer kind of bully me out of accommodating, and over the course, like, really did some additional damage to my already messed up foot. So, yeah. Don't let someone tell you that, you know, you don't need it, or it's unsightly for clients or customers or whoever. No, that's just, no. In most countries, that's super illegal, so just remember that. Alright. So yeah, it looks like this is the top of the bridge. For those of you who don't know, I don't have a second camera, so you guys get selfies on Lego Day. Alright, so first things first. Oh man, that's delicious. It's a seasonal flavor, but next year, if Plum Deluxe has beach plum, grab it. It's so good. It's really good both hot and cold. I think I actually prefer it as an iced tea, but man, it's cozy. Alright, so we have our first piece here. It says we need one of them. Again, this is super sleek. I do like the black on white. I would not say it's the easiest on the eyes, although I don't think white on black would have been any better. Alright, so we need 2 of these. I might have to open actually more bags here. Uh-oh. Oh noes! There's so many pieces! Okay. We could end up with a just giant table of pieces. But for now, just to keep them organized, and because the kitten is running around. Is this what I want? No. Okay, so that's completely different. This is the only one that has those flat 4-up pieces, so hopefully we can dump this out and be good for the moment. Right. That roaring is the sound of our heater. I have it set to 68. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm bad at this. Okay, so I have the house set to 68 Fahrenheit, which apparently is 20 degrees Celsius. So, okay, that makes 20 degrees make a lot more sense to me now. I never really thought to look it up, but I think that's a pretty, like, I don't know, like, comfortable weather in, like, Western Europe. So that kind of makes sense to me now. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds great. So, but yeah, even, I think part of it is, like, you know, the Central Valley is a giant river delta, so it's kind of hard to live anywhere that isn't close to a river or creek or tributary or something. And of course, you know, same for us. So there are a lot of places that live like behind levees and what have you. So your house, like the first floor of your house, or if you're in a first floor apartment, it's very, very easy to end up like kind of close to sea level. So it's just cooler on our first floor, just generally. But yeah, so in the summer, of course, like our second floor is just crazy hot. And we just kind of shut all the vents on the first floor, and the air conditioning only goes to the second. And I know that sounds like really bougie for those of you who live in places where air conditioning just isn't a normal thing. Yeah. If you've ever lived in California, you know, well, California, Nevada, kind of the American West, Southwest, like, it's almost inhospitable to not have some kind of air conditioning. And I feel like it's this horrible cycle we've created for ourselves where it's like, global warming. But now we need air conditioning. And now we're going to need air conditioning because of the global warming. But the air conditioning contributes to global warming. Yeah. Which I know it's not global warming, it's climate change. But, like, I'm an 80s baby. I grew up with global warming. That mostly the terminology didn't change until I was undergrad. But I think we're all on the same page on that one. So, the entire, like, Central Valley is having all these, like, big municipal projects where they're shoring up the levees because we need it. You can do a quick Google search from a few years ago. I believe it was 2017, where the Oroville dam collapsed, or part of it collapsed, and it got very scary for most people because unless you live on the side of a hill, your house is near a river. And there was just so much flooding. It was very scary for a while. I'm gonna put my little scissors away. I don't know where the kitten went. I think she got bored with me for the time being. I guess if I were her, I would be bored too. She's like, she's talking to the wall again. I don't know what she's doing. Because that's what's back there. My recording area is in fact a converted walk-in closet. And so, yeah, I talk to a wall basically all the time. Do I have any more of those? I don't think so. I think that's kind of its own business there. So, I was kind of pleased just because it was super cute. But yesterday, I was playing a little bit of Conan Exiles on my lunch, and Ripley decided to flop down on her little, like, quad folded fox blanket. It's my fox blanket, but I think we've all come to accept that our blankets just belong to our pets. Nothing is sacred anymore. It is, all your blankets are belong to us. So, but anyway, and she, like, sat for probably about 15 minutes and just watched me play Conan. I didn't even realize immediately that she was watching me. So, I don't know, I fought some alligators, or if they're alligators or crocodiles in the game, but anyway, I fought some of them, and she seemed to enjoy the bloodshed a little bit, which I don't know if I should be concerned about. And fought some of them, and then I'm, like, building some of the more advanced, like, crafting stations right now, and she just, like, let me talk to her about what all the crafting stations do, and what materials were what and what I needed them for. I'm sure it's all just nonsense to her because she didn't hear, like, TEREAT, and yeah, but she listened to me. She literally listened to me talk about Conan for no reason for like 15 minutes, and then she kind of went off and took a nap, so. Okay, well that's another bag broken down. Like I said, I feel like at a certain point, we're just going to end up with all these bags open everywhere since they're not numbered at all. But maybe we won't have to open them until we, like, I don't know, clean up some of this first. Got some really fun, like, interesting pieces, I guess, because, you know, architecture. Alright. Let's try this again. We need one of these. And 2 of these. And 1 of these and 1 of these. All right, let's get started with this. Okay. Once again, I picked another kit that's like got a big swath of black on black here. Alright, so that clips together that way. It makes like a little channel, I guess. That's kind of interesting. And then we have one of these. So just like a regular 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have to crack open another bag for that? Uh-oh. No, so I'm probably overlooking something here. Oh, I can't count. Hi, welcome to the stream. We are making the Lego Architecture London Skyline today. So, doing a smaller kit than originally intended, but unfortunately life happened a little bit, and yeah, we make do. So anyway, welcome, welcome. I have Beach Plum, so peach and plum tea, and the kitten is, I think, bored and taking a nap now. So anyway, guys, welcome. I apologize, this section is definitely like black pieces on more black pieces, but we'll get to some beige eventually. Alright, so we've got this bit, and it has pips on the front, so I assume we're making the platform for this. I have a confession, guys. I told myself this was going to be the year that I did not buy any more Christmas paper. I'm not going to buy any more wrapping paper this year. I'm just going to use up what I have. I bought more Christmas paper. But to be fair, one of them was an accident. I somehow ordered a double from Target. And so I'm going to give that to one of my girlfriends. And I'm also going to give her some of my partially used rolls featuring Santa Claus, because apparently her little one is kind of obsessed with Santa Claus right now. So yeah, I'm going to give her some of my Santa papers because apparently she's also not supposed to buy more wrapping paper this year. Okay, I don't understand. I'm confused. This is in the front, this is in the front. What on earth does that connect to? Guys, I may have messed something up already. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay. I put this guy on top. He actually goes underneath. Yeah, I can totally do adult Legos. I'm smart. Alright. I think we're caught up now. And then we've got this little... Okay, I think we need more bricks again. Let me just take a look. Yep, gotta open another bag. Okay, First criticism of this kit, other than my own selfish issues with the box style. I kind of wish the pieces were sorted a little bit better in the 1, 2, 3s, but maybe it's because it's like an adult set and they're like, I think you can figure this out, and I'm like, are you sure? I don't know about all that. Okay, so we need to pop this guy open because I need the black pieces that have the skinny ones but that only have 2 pips on top. Yeah, I think eventually we're just gonna have all 5 of these bags open. Alright, so we got some of these smooth pieces. I don't know why, I'm obsessed with these smooth pieces. I think it's because they're so high-tech compared to like what I would have had as a kid. I had just like the primary ones. I think there was a red, blue, yellow, and green like tub that kind of looked like, it was like a bucket, and then of course the lid looked like a giant Lego, like a 4-top one, like one of these. So yeah. All right. So all of my pieces were like primary colors, and I had the one that had more, I think the blue one had more like house pieces. I want to say the yellow one had more like vehicle pieces. I could be wrong. It's been a really long time. So alright, here we go. Let's scoot all this down, make ourselves some room here. Love these like cool little claw feet. Like, I don't know if they're gonna clip to the side of something, if it's gonna be the foot of something. I could look at the picture and try to figure it out, but like, where's the fun in that? Ooh, olive pips. I think we had olive pips in another one, right? It was one of the 3-in-1s had olive colored pips. I always like the fun colors. Eventually I'll figure out. I have to install like a second piece of software, I think, to do it, to just make some of my music a playlist, but yeah, this is poor planning. You're welcome. I'm trying to stay on brand for you guys. Hey, this is crazy. I don't think we've ever had so many pieces on my little craft mat before. So I made dinner last night. Usually I post like a food thing, like a food picture when I make something really cool, and I didn't last night. If I have the wherewithal, I'll saute. I forgot to saute the spinach that went with the meal I made last night. I was like, man, this meal is missing a color, and it was definitely the spinach I didn't make. But now I'm you know, torn. Do I saute some spinach, which will only take a couple minutes because it's a 12-ounce bag, so I'm going to get this much spinach. Or do I make the jalapeno poppers that Mr. B brought home for me? So, I know there's arguments against it, but I love some of the convenient, like, fresh things that some of the produce departments are now making available in stores. I can say that there have been a couple holidays where that's just been like, oh good, I can just buy these cubed butternut squashes and be on my way. So, I know it's not, like, the best, but definitely, like the next 10 days will be kind of rough with my leg. And I'm thankful for a couple convenience things that are just, like, just not garbage takeout food. Not the jalapeno poppers are particularly healthy, but I'll pair them with something else that's a little less, like, obscene. Let's see how my foot feels at the end of this stream, and then I'll make a decision. It could also be that I end up making, like, really lazy nachos and then, like, really just, yeah. Guys, we will have spent, like, most of this first half hour. I think it's pretty much just me sorting bits and pieces. I can't decide if that's good or bad. I wonder, like, I'm sure there's like really intense, like, Lego hobbyists who are, maybe there's, like, kind of like a correct, like, visual ASMR way of organizing your bricks and whatever. I didn't plan for this. I mean, so far we've mostly made Lego Star Wars builds and the 3-in-1s. And there's a new 3-in-1. I just saw it. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was really excited for it. Oh, is it like oh, I might have to look. I can't remember if it's like an amusement park, but there's a new 3-in-1 that's out. I was really tempted. It's bigger than the other ones we've made. So yeah. Very, very tempting. Okay. Ooh, I think we're at the end of our third bag now. And we've got more beige. I wonder if that was my package being delivered. It was. Let me go grab my package, because that's a thing. And yeah, I'll be right back and we will start assembling this base. Alright, yes, that was my package. Doesn't have anything super important in it, but I try not to make my porch any more appealing than it needs to be. So anyway, let's have a little sip. And back to it. Alright, so all of that, because we needed one of those. So as of right now, I should be able to stream the succulent garden the week of American Thanksgiving. So yeah, okay, we're gonna put this piece to the side. We're gonna slip that right under here, and we've got some more pieces to assemble. So first things first, we're gonna need this black square, 2 of these are like just little flat guys, and then And then, oh my god, I might have to open another bag. I might have to open another bag. Guys, I'm just living in chaos now. Okay, we're gonna hold that to the side just for a moment so I can collect the rest of my pieces here. And then one of these. All right. I'm gonna put this piece up here on my wrist rest. Wrist rest? That sounds about right. And I guess we'll start unloading. I don't know, guys. I think I might just unload the rest of these bags because I feel like, oh, I build a thing, like 2 bricks, and then I have to unpack a bag. And this may end up being chaotic later, but like, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna open this one too. Oh, that's so many bricks. It's almost all little pieces too. Like, okay, we got grabby bits. I don't know why these guys always make me, I think we've seen them used as lamps. These always make me think of like old-timey lanterns. Okay. So I'll just have to remember that I'll have to pick up the instruction book to look for some of these smaller pieces. I think if you were like really serious about like Lego content, you could really like get into it, like setting up the like, I don't know, hundreds of pieces ahead of time, and then like you would have this like perfect picnic blanket worth of beautiful, perfectly coordinated bricks. But yeah, I don't know, I just want to hang out with you guys, drink some tea, do some Legos, talk about whatever nonsense is in my head today. And I hope that you guys appreciate that. More grabby bits. Guys, there's so many pieces. And some of them just look crazy similar. Hi, welcome to the stream. Today we are making the Lego Architecture London Skyline. It's a bajillion pieces, and they did not come in numbered bags. So I have mostly spent this stream just sorting out little itty bitty Lego pieces. So if that's your jam, I hope you have something cozy to drink and come hang out. I've never had so many pieces on my mat before, and it's making me a little anxious because I'm just like, oh, disasters could happen. But I guess disasters can always happen, so like, oh well. Ew, I like this shade of blue. I think I've mentioned it before. I think we've seen this color. It's giving OCD. Well, that's, before you, hi Magenta, before you joined the chat, I was just thinking, wow, I bet if somebody was like really, really into like Lego content, like this was their like bread and butter content, I imagine that they would have this like set up before the stream, and like all these like similar pieces would be all together and everything would be like color coded, and I'm just like, oh no, like I'm a little bit of a chaos gremlin. Like this is just part of the experience as I'm packing all these bricks with you guys. Also, hi and welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that we are not doing the succulent garden today. I explained to everyone that I made an error on my personal schedule and thought that my steroid injections for my foot were next month, and they're today. So I just don't think I can do 6 hours of Legos today. So I think we're going to aim for like only 3 or 4 today. We'll see how it goes. So, but anyway, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a chill Friday. So in my experience, because part of it is I do unpack with you guys, and we're, you know, sometimes these end up being chattier streams. I estimate about 100 to 150 bricks per hour when I estimate the time for a stream for a Lego set. So oh, I'm sure there are Lego speedrun videos on YouTube. Absolutely. Like, I know all these have like really technical names, like the individual bricks. I just kind of make them up as I go. Like this, to me, I'm sure this has a technical name. I'm going to call this a white lantern because it kind of just looks like them. Looks like an old-timey lantern. Yeah. I call these guys little grabby bits because they have like a little hand on the front. But they're little. They're not the big grabby ones. Because we have those too. So, but, yeah. It's like one of those things where I didn't expect this to be like content, and it became content. And I don't know. I'm glad that I can have some nostalgic times with everybody. Building part is the easy part. Only hard part is finding the pieces you need. I know, that's why this is necessary. Because I would lose my mind otherwise. Oh, there's like a cute little, I mean like really tiny Lego man. So I have these kind of like one-off pieces I'm putting to the side. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, it's like IKEA furniture on steroids, you know? You just kind of lay it all out and hope for the best. Although my favorite like modular assembly story, I was probably like 15 or 16 at the time, and my mom had moved into an apartment, and she was kind of just like starting with some basic furniture and whatever, and she bought this modular end table. It was like an end table, lamp, and like magazine rack all together. And it was over 200 pieces. It took us 2 days, and I think, you know, both of us have a little bit less sanity after the eldritch abomination that was that lamp. It had so many pieces, and like you had to thread the wire for the lamp through in a weird way, and like I'm pretty sure the magazine rack. Oh yeah, well, Mega Terra Nova, you should know by now, we have our leftovers cup, which I'm going to need a bigger leftovers cup. Yeah, so of the like 200 and some pieces that this lamp was, most of them was for like the horrible magazine rack that I don't know if does anybody even really use a magazine rack? I'm just confused. So, God. Mr. B and I redid our bedroom a few years ago, and we took vacation at the same time, and we went to our local IKEA, and we bought 7 pieces of furniture, which I think ended up being like 11 like flats, and you know, just had like a hatchback car at the time, and we brought that back, and it took us 3 days to redo our bedroom, and I can tell you, drawers are the devil. So either we're holding on to that furniture forever, or we will be getting those just like cube shelves and using baskets instead of drawers, because I'm not doing that again. But I figure if we can survive IKEA furniture together, I think we're good. I know we're good. We've been together 10 years, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like IKEA furniture can definitely make her... Well, here's 2 of these. We needed these 2. We went through all these bags for these 2 pieces. I'm just saying. But, oh my god. Like, it was hot. It was like a July. We were both hot, and he doesn't do heat real well. And he was just like, oh my god, why are there so many pieces? And I still have a drawer that's funky. Like, it just... I don't know. It's like... The holes were drilled too big, so sometimes the dowel comes out and I have to shove it back in and reattach it. I usually use like the back end of one of my hair clips to like use it like a tiny screwdriver. Nobody cares about my IKEA woes, but that's what I'm talking about. I did connect with another Lego enthusiast on Twitter, but like they do like big builds, so I don't know. I feel intimidated because all of ours have a pretty small like footprint on my shelf, although my shelf is getting really full. And I keep telling you guys I bought acrylic risers to put them all on, and I still haven't. But part of it is I'm going to get rid of my fairy garden, because it's just artificial plants up there right now anyway, to make more space for more Legos. So just life keeps kind of happening right now. So. Yeah, I guess this part is kind of soothing, as much as I'm just like, oh, I want to put stuff together. This is kind of, I don't know, quiet. So speaking of weird content, my friend Winter and I, some of you might know Nightmarish Winter, we are trying to put together something for Thankmas this year. We did Thankmas last year, and I believe we raised $225. No. $175. We did $225 for Direct Relief Ukraine. But so I have a couple like really chill sort of cash games to play, just because like I think that's kind of the vibe if I'm going to be streaming for... I set aside 4 days for a Thankmas fundraiser, so yeah, I'm gonna have to pace myself. But definitely want to do at least one Lego that weekend. I might do a craft that weekend. This mat is definitely going to get used, but if there's something you guys would like to see, please let me know. Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun. I'll probably do another poll. So yeah, if you don't follow that, I'm presently having something stuck behind the bottom drawer of my IKEA bureau. That means it needs to be deconstruct the bottom drawer to get it out. It's making me nuts. Hey. Oh, that's kind of awful, because they usually have that like weird paperboard like backing. So yeah, you can't just take it off or it just like destroys it. So so yeah, I'm really excited to do another fundraiser. I really do want philanthropy to be something that, you know, these channels do from time to time, you know, because there are channels for everyone. But if you guys see like a really cool kit that we haven't done yet, I did kind of bookmark some of the newer Star Wars kits. I also thumbnailed that new 3-in-1 that came out. Like I said, I think it's like a carnival or something. I can't exactly remember. I was pretty late in the evening when I saw it. I was talking to one of my girlfriends, so it was like I was window shopping for Legos and drinking wine, and I don't know if that's like the smartest combination. So, aw, thanks Mega Terranova. Yeah, I think you've donated to every fundraiser so far, and I really appreciate that. I really just want, you know, that to be a part of all of this. So thank you. And I believe green tea did win out. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm sorting all of our bricks because for the first time ever, this set doesn't have numbered bags. So I don't know if that's common with all the like grown-up Legos, but there are no numbers on these bags. So I had to unpack the entire box of Legos for this. So we are actually assembling the Lego Architecture London Skyline. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I keep having to open bags to get out other pieces, and I finally decided I'm done. I'm just going to unpack all of this. So I swear the first hour of this stream is just me unpacking bricks and putting them in tiny little rows. I hope some of you find that experience very soothing. Can you line them all up perfectly so my OCD comes down? I'd like to, but maybe if I just build fast, I can help with that. Yeah, they're all kind of just grouped together. I'm sorry. Maybe next time I'll bring a ruler so I can like bump them up against the ruler and it'll be tidy. But I feel like at this point, they're all so tightly packed. If I try to move one, I'm going to end up moving all of them. But I will be cognizant of that. Speaking of OCD, that is one of the games that I plan on playing for Thinkmas, is A Little to the Left. If you like are calmed by just sorting things, or I find cooking to have that kind of same effect, especially if it's a complicated recipe and you know you line up all your ingredients and things, that's the game. I played the demo on my channel a couple months ago and it was like truly just a self-soothing experience. So all right, that's all of them. I think that's 400. It's not on here, it's on the box. So 468 pieces. Yeah, okay, here we go. We'll build quickly so we can stop stressing out Magenta. Probably. I'm also worried about knocking stuff on the floor and the kitten getting to them. It's also a factor, but here, let's see. So, here, I'll push some of these together for you. I'm totally going left to right too, I'm sorry. You're welcome. So yeah, but if you do like sorting stuff, A Little to the Left is a fantastic game. I had so much fun playing it. Oh yeah, we need one of these. So now that like all the levels are out, I'm really excited for that. So I thought that that would be like a chill way to like start things off. I've mentioned before, but I have this utterly ridiculous like dating sim called My Raptor Boyfriend. Did you know that the world is asymmetric and right side is dominant? Interesting. I guess I never thought about that. Thanks. I used to be ambidextrous and then I injured a nerve in my hand in a kitchen mishap. And the kitten is right-handed, but I think I read somewhere that, or watched in a video that female cats tend to be right-handed and male cats tend to be left-handed, or left-pawed, if you would. Sorry guys, I know this is just black on black bricks. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about playing that dating sim. I thought that would be fun. So So yeah, we definitely have some options. But I would like to try to squeeze in as much. So that would be December 8th through the 11th that we would be doing that. So all right, so we're finally hooking our pieces together here. This just looks really chaotic to me. And I think we have, yep, another one of these long bits. I'll have to remember to like pick up these pieces. Okay. Oh, I don't like when they like hang off these like little bitsy pieces here, but I'm guessing it's because they link to other things. All right, and then I can probably perch this up here on my wrist rest. Like when plants grow in shape, inside shape patterns mostly to the right side. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's like clockwise? I know sometimes like a tree or something can look like it's asymmetric, but it's actually because they like grow towards water and nutrients in the soil or better lighting. So what might look asymmetric is in fact like balanced, just not in a way that we can see. God, I can't believe my power supply died last night. I'm really, really glad that Mr. B has the same laptop. Alright, so we have another one of these. And this. I wouldn't be so darn mad, but I like worked really, really hard to like not mess up my wires and stuff. And I still did it. Alright, so I'm right on this page. Let me go back. I'm a little confused here. Oh, it goes underneath. Oh, that's wild. Okay. Damn, I don't remember how it's called. Yeah, if you think of it, let us know, either today or an upcoming stream. That's really interesting. Small shape of a piece itself and makes a big one. Oh, like a fractal? Because I have one on my neck. When I was... Yeah, like the way the human ear grows and like from the neural tube is like probably one of the best representations of a fractal in the natural world. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We are working on the Lego architecture London skyline. I know originally we were going to do the succulent garden today, but I had to change things up to accommodate some health stuff. So yeah, when I was doing research in graduate school, I was doing work looking at gentrification and urban sprawl, and even something that seems as artificial as like urban development actually has kind of a natural logic to it, and actually follows fractal patterns. So, but yeah. So we're gonna do this as a slightly smaller a smaller kit, but I don't think it's going to be any less tedious because, as Magenta will point out, I have all these horrendous rows of bricks. I had to unpack all of them because, unlike the Lego Star Wars and the Lego 3-in-1 sets that we've done so far, these don't have numbered bags. So I don't know if it's because it's an adult set or if it's just they've, chaos. So yeah, so thanks for joining the stream. I was actually asking everyone to think about what they would like to see for Thanksmas this year, because Winter and I are at the very least going to join another big team, if not start one of our own this year. So I'm really excited for that. Oh, it's a different color. We don't need this color. We need a different color. That is a 12 up in a lighter shade. Here we go. Under my book. Undergrad, we did in computer science, and we did coding assignments to do fractals and computer graphics. That's so freaking cool. That's so cool. I can't believe I forgot the word fractal because that assignment was so hard and I spent a lot of time. Yeah, it happens. Your brain can only juggle so many things at one time. We do expect a lot of it. Which is, again, how I forgot that I had a doctor's appointment today and not in 3 weeks. Whoopsies. All right. Yeah, literally the office called yesterday. They're like, just reminding you, you have an appointment tomorrow. I'm like, wait, what? No? And they're like, yes. And I was like, oh, suppressing your trauma. Absolutely. Oh my God. In general, like, undergrad was an amazing experience. I had the privilege of going to a really good college. But I will say, I did have an art history class that almost broke me. So, going on record. But I think the professor was enduring their own trauma at the time, so. Gosh. Oh, it was a thing. It was such a thing. We were learning about, like, so it was art history, but it was specifically photography. That was my minor in school. And of course, if you're talking about, like, the history of photography, you have to talk about, like, early war photography, because, like, daguerreotypes, like, were kind of it at the time, and they took so long to process. So really all you could photograph were dead people, and that kind of came around at the same time as the American Civil War, and so there's a lot of pictures of dead soldiers. Oh God, it's so dark. And oh my God, it was like, it made him uncomfortable to talk about, let alone us sitting there and listening to him talk about it. And he was like, oh, dead people. And we're like, eek. So yeah. So yeah, I understand some academic trauma for sure. Okay. We got our next pieces set up here. Well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. This is a lot of fun. Take my mind off of some stuff. So, another like 7 to 10 days, I'll be totally normal and it'll be like it never happened, but ugh. Ugh. Alright, so we got this weird little doohickey we just built, and it's, oh no, Magenta, I'm so sorry. I'll fix it. Alright, okay, so we have this section here at the back, and then, oh, okay, so we have a low spot, and that's going to snap in right there. We had a very old history professor once, and he had bad hearing or something. People were actually running out of class while he was not looking, and he didn't hear anything. Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh, that's kind of sad. Because like my oh, let me take a sip here, I'm getting a little dry. Because my background is in social sciences, obviously you're more likely to encounter professors, academics from other parts of the world. And I always used to get really frustrated when people would be like unnecessarily critical or cruel to professors who were from other countries. Especially, it's like, wow, you have this, so you're a social science student, or at least you're taking like, you know, sociology or anthropology or linguistics class, and you have the privilege of learning from someone who is from somewhere else, and you're just going to be disrespectful. It used to drive me crazy. Alright, so we're just kind of finishing up the trim on the front, and I'm almost 100% sure that this can only be our platform here. Alright, so we have 3 of these from the original bag and 2 of these. Okay, so we're kind of like whittling it down a bit. One of the coolest professors I had, and he was like really one of the most challenging I had had, and he was from Ethiopia. And I think especially like if you take anthropology classes and stuff, sometimes like those classes are like the topics are very much like still very antiquated, and they treat like non-Western countries as being like still these like third world underdeveloped countries, and that's not true at all. So it was just so interesting to like finally have like some real education in like contemporary, especially like contemporary African and South Asian like socioeconomics was really interesting to me. So I had a business class, and the professor was from Spain and had an actual large scaling business in there. I was so confused why people were not attending her classes. Oh, that's really cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I just always felt like I learned a little bit extra from people who either were from another country or from like, because I grew up a city girl, and anybody who grew up in like a rural area or that kind of thing, I always felt like I learned a little something extra. Okay, let's see here. So those are dark gray, right? Yeah, these are dark gray. We need one of these and one of these. Is it these guys? These don't look like the right color though. They must be though. Well, if that's the case, then maybe they're all that color. Hold on, let me look at the front here. Oh, I think it is the light gray. Okay. I can't tell when they're dark gray or light gray. I really can't. Alright, so it's gotta be these lighter pieces. Do you think it's hard living colorblind? Oh, absolutely. One of my friends, one of my really close, buddies, is colorblind, and he was in the army. And while he said it made him really good at some things, it was really limiting in others. And since we game together, he has a lot of criticisms about the accessibility, especially of like board and card games, because sometimes those games do not account for people who are colorblind, even red-green colorblind, which is the most common. So like a lot of indie like board games will use like fun like tertiary colors, but that makes it harder to differentiate between them. I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for, but yeah. Okay. I think that's another one of these guys. All right. I like when they put arrows on things. All right, so starting from here, we have, it's kind of how I did the trench for the Star Wars trench run set, because everything is gray and black, like literally everything. So I kind of just like picked a corner of the image. I mean, it's not that hard if you can tell the color is an apple, but are there actually life-threatening situations that can cause? I know using certain like night vision things and that kind of stuff can be a little sketch. I know there was a point in time when they had to change traffic lights because they realized that they needed to make green lights more blue, so that they were much more easy to differentiate. Cut a wire. I can see. Yeah, so it's like, so that they're not so different from like, let's say, yellow or red light, they had to add more blue tint to green lights so that they were more unique. I know red and purples are particularly troublesome. But again, that's my experience knowing one person with red-green color blindness. I'm not sure how that works with someone who's like blue-yellow. I know there's something about the glass on some traffic lights that they've added that can help with that too, so that they glint differently. But I know some people, depending on the level of their color blindness, just can't drive. I think it would be a kind of scary, like medications, especially if you're older and have more of them, because a lot of them are really funky colors. So you'd have to like really pay attention. To like the numbers. Oh my god, I just googled, so there are 3 types. Is when you can't see red, green, or blue. Oh my god, no. Yeah, I follow a gal on Instagram who has like no color vision, and she mostly just sees in grayscale, and oh my god, that's gotta be absolutely a nightmare. Like, she seems like a very cool person, but like, that's just wild to me. I'm knocking stuff over. Oh, this got all the way over here. Alright, so got these 2. And then there should be little gray flat pips. Yeah, here we go. So if you can't see green, the world around you is yellow and blue. I guess I know Sean, Jacksepticeye, is red-green colorblind. Oh, I put these on the wrong page. And he kind of tried out those glasses that like correct it. So yeah, that was an interesting thing to watch. But I know those glasses are insanely expensive, and I think he even mentions that, where it's like, this just should be available to people. This shouldn't be such like a niche thing, because again, like it's a safety thing. Especially because like we're talking about red-green colorblind in a world full of little bips and boops and LEDs and stuff. So people with complete acrochromatosis can't perceive any colors. They see only black and white and shades of gray. Yeah, that's like this gal I saw on I watch on Instagram. She has reels kind of about that stuff, and it's really interesting. Okay, so we got one of these, 4 of these, one of these, 1, 2 of those, these 2. She said that she picks her clothes and her home decor based on like shiny stuff, because like that's something that she can enjoy. So I get that. I think if I couldn't enjoy colors, I would want like crazy big patterns and stuff. Is that a colorblind test on your top right corner? No! It's the remote to my backlights from under my desk. You probably can't see the glow real great, but like... So... yeah, it doesn't really show up this way, but I have lights that go around the trim of my desk, so I can get some under lighting, since I'm really pale and kind of look like a Q-tip. So it makes it easier to do this. Do you think colorblind people can tell they're colorblind? Honestly, I'm guessing that in some ways colorblindness is a contemporary thing because of technology, because of LEDs, because of light indicators and things. Like before you would have what? Lanterns, candles? How would you know? But like now our lives kind of depend on that sort of knowledge, and that's a little scary. What if I'm colorblind? Oh my god, I'm taking a test right now. See, I have the opposite thing. Some women see a slightly more expanded color spectrum. So things like, it's not as much in the blue spectrum, but definitely in the reds and yellows for me, where I see an expanded spectrum. So sometimes like things will clash and other people don't see it. I'm like, no, but that doesn't match. Yeah, tell us how you do. Tell us about your colorblindness test. That would be very interesting. Okay. Hey, we're kind of getting a platform. I feel like most of this is just platform. Kind of like the trench. Alright, here we are. And then we're going to do this up here. I was trying to explain, I bought a wool coat to wear to work because I don't have to go to the office often, but like I need a wool coat to get through the winter because like one of the offices is much more formal than the other, and I've been splitting my time, my on-site days between the two. And I was telling my mom, because I love the color red, and if it's kind of like the blue guy, except I like red. And I was trying to describe this color, and I literally was like trying to find the words to describe it, because my mom's really like color savvy too. And I was like, no, it's not scarlet, because scarlet's more orange, and da-da-da. So finally I told her that it was a cardinal red coat, and I'm like, I'm glad she would be the person to get that. Okay, I'm not colorblind. Some of the test pictures are really hard. Some of them are. The ones that are the really muted, like green and yellow, the ones that I swear like all of them are like olive, those ones are a little challenging. I don't know, maybe that's why I like the color red so much, because I see so many of them. Oh no, I'm getting them all mixed up for you. Here we go. Let me just keep building and the horrors will go away. I love taking personality tests and all that stuff. Yeah. So I've been at my current job for going on 9 months, and it's just like such a wild difference from my last one. But one of the things that, you know, they really emphasize is like education and professional development. And it was really interesting just like taking some of the like, you know, like guided quizzes to like kind of help with some of the classes we can take. And yeah, most of them aren't surprising, but it's kind of interesting to like sit and really like have a conversation with yourself and be like, well, how do I really feel about this? So like, do I need another test that's going to tell me I'm an introvert? Because I think we know this. But I did take one about like values and stuff, and I thought that one was pretty interesting. There was like one, it was like a live class and not like self-guided class. And we were talking about like work styles and leadership styles, and yeah. It's like, I don't... Okay. I'm currently reading through, and I'm reading through at like a really slow pace because I've been taking notes and of course marking up the book like a crazy person, because it's my book and I'm going to highlight and dog ear and write in the margins. Oh my god, we need 40 of these. Oh, okay. I think they're all here. Alright, away we go. It's the first time I've ever seen such a large number on one of these. Okay, we're going to start from a corner and just work our way down, just like before. But yeah, like there were a couple people. Oh my god, you already progressed so far. I thought you were still sorting pieces. No, it's just kind of a, you know, chat as we go kind of deal. Yeah, once I have the bricks set up, it's usually fine. It's just the sorting takes a minute. So we're gonna put all these little clear, too wide flat pieces on here. Can't imagine how hard it is to design those pages of that tutorial. I know, like as much as I want to complain about like the bags not being numbered, it's kind of like when you think about the engineering like savviness of the person who designs IKEA furniture, because you can't, it's not just enough that you're designing furniture, you also have to imagine it disassembled and how it's going to fit into a flat pack. I have too much of like, I think I have too much like of a scuzzy brain to like be an engineer. I think engineering is cool. I'm not that kind of smart, I don't think. So I think I've mentioned it before, like when you think about, oh, I have the numbers and letters going all the wrong way. Oh well. That, you know, there's like a finite number of Lego bricks and someone has to design within those like limitations. And I think that's very cool too. There was an activity we had to do in middle school where we had to write a paper and you had to give detailed instructions to someone you know, without being able to give a demonstration. And eventually we did have to do demonstrations. It was, you know, part of our grade was this, you know, class presentation. And I kind of got made fun of a little bit because someone, you know, obviously brought in the ingredients to make like homemade orange Julius. And, you know, that was something that was beyond my reach. But I came in and I did a demonstration with a big loop and a ring, a big piece of rope and like a ring, and showed everyone how to tie a Shakespeare fishing knot. And everyone was like, well, that's dumb. And I'm like, well, I got a good grade on the, you know, assignment. I think the description was good. It just wasn't like cool, but it was like something I knew and still know how to do, even though I haven't been fishing in like 12 years. Wow, look how fast 40 bricks just disappeared. Alright. So I need a quick tea break. And when I come back, we will move on to the next 7 bricks for this platform. Well, you know what? We only have 2 more pages of this platform. Why don't I just go ahead and bang that out real fast? Okay. So we have 7 clear ones, and we do have these guys here. I don't know why, but I get so irritated when I have to sit and look at something on my PC screen for long periods of time. My whole body starts itching. I feel like waves of warmth and cold go through my body, so I can't be a coder or graphic designer. I get fidgety. I have a problem where my hands have to be doing something, so even like watching something I'm really into on TV, I have to do something with my hands. So probably not the exact same thing, but I know what you mean. Like, you know, being stationary sometimes makes me a little crazy, which sucks because I have some mobility issues with my left leg, but you know, you do what you do. All right, and there should be 2 regular height, here they are, clear bits right here. Yeah, I have friends who do graphic design and I'm just like in awe. Like I look at the stuff that like you can do with Procreate, I'm just like, wow. Alright, so that is the base for this. And now I will take my tea break, and when I get back, so we are already on step 32. I'm pretty proud of that. And when we get back, we're going to start building structures. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I feel bad. This is Ripley's like first like long format stream that she's been here for, and right now she's curled up in like my butt divot on the couch. I'm like, oh baby. So, but since it's turned cold, she's been extra cuddly. I'd like to think it's because she likes us, but also it's cold and she's a little cat, so she might just be stealing our warmth. Alrighty, so we got some really funky pieces coming up next. We need 4, I'm going to say it's these gray ones. I'm gonna put our platform up here on my wrist rest. I promise guys, she will get extra treats and she will get extra loveys after this. Yeah, she always gets a little extra because she's the baby. But she's been extra cuddly, and when I got home, all she wanted were kissies and things, and I'm like, ooh, what are you gonna do when January comes and I have to start going to the office once a week? She'll get better at it. She already is getting better at playing by herself and self-soothing, so. Okay, here we are. So we've got these pieces up next. This page has some weird printing on it. I'm gonna start with this. And I always think these look like high back, like diner benches. it is. Maybe this goes on to the next page. I think it does. Okay. Oh, I'm making 2 of these. It says ×2. I can't see the forest for the trees, I guess. I'm really hoping next year I can finally get a new computer. I'll keep this one for like editing. Thank you for that Lego stream. See you tomorrow. MRI calls. Oh, MRI. Take care, Mega Terra Nova. I hope we'll see you for the breakfast stream. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. See, you know, there it is. Everyone's got something going on. Yeah, we're starting to make our first structures. I'm so excited. Okay, so... Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Magenta. I just keep throwing everything everywhere. Start moving some stuff down so I have a place to put my little book again. And now I'll stop throwing things. I think these dowels are for the big eye, the big wheel. Okay, here we are. I wonder if it's gonna rotate. Okay, so we're gonna make 2 of these. So we have 4. Look how much room we have again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have 4 of these, and I do believe these are the dark gray pieces now. Let's hope, at least. Otherwise, I'll be going upstairs to get one of the tools. And then I think 2 of these. And then we've got these 4 hinged bits. Uh, 4 claws. It's the claw. And then 2 of these little dowels. And then 4 of these things here. Alright, and we're gonna make 2 of these. Thank you for telling me ahead of time. Alright. Like a glare right on my book. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure there are people who are like, oh, do Legos without instructions. That would not be me. Okay. I usually make mistakes when I try to make both at the same time, but I'm going to try to, you know, grow as a person here. Okay, so these go underneath, and they get a dowel in the middle. Alright, if you guys can see that. What do you do with the Legos after you finish them? Put them on a shelf? I put them on a shelf. I'm trying to clean up. We have our stairs to the second floor kind of like switch back, and we have a shadow box, but right now it's dominated by a fairy garden that just has artificial plants in it, and I want to disassemble that so that I have more room. I bought some clear acrylic risers so I can display them better. But right now it's just kind of like chaos. But all the previous ones are on display. I really like the 3-in-1, the little like town sets. So I would like to kind of have like a little town eventually of the 3-in-1s that we've done. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Okay. Oh, the little hands are not going the same way. There we go. I wish I had time to do these more often, but I think it works out that I can do one of these about every 2 months. So, but I should be able to do an extra one this month because I'll have off a few days for the Thanksgiving holiday. Right, so now we have 8 of these. One of the things I was thinking about is for Thanksmas, I'm hoping to be able to do like a giveaway or something for like, I don't know, the top 3 donors or whatever, and I think the top one will get some kind of, I don't know, Manda T and Me merch and like a Lego set. So I'm gonna get some mugs printed up since I don't actually have a merch store. Right. Look, the pile is shrinking a little bit. I'm really excited. I'll bring these guys down here. Start to consolidate my mess. So many more of these little clear pieces. All right, so we did those 8. All right, let's see what we have here. There should be, oh, 2 of these. Oh, we're making the tower bridge. That's what we're making. That's kind of cool. Like, oh, the realization, that's what we're actually doing. So these just clip on here. I don't know, guys. I mean, a little chaotic with the bags, but I think I would like to do one of these again. That's kind of cool. So we have like the bits and bobs of the tower bridge. My mom has given me some Lego sets as gifts, like to contribute to the channel. And she had looked at not the Death Star, but was it the Star Killer or whatever it's called, and she was like, oh man, that's really cool, and saw it was like $1,200. She was like, oh. And then she realized it was also the size of a beach ball. He's like, oh, where would you even put that? I'm like, I have no idea. Okay, so we're gonna make 2 of these. I'm gonna start with that, and then got 2 of these beige pieces. They're very cool and very like modern looking, but I am a little bit like, my brain still can't always compute like the neutral colors in some of these more contemporary sets, because in my mind like Legos are always like primary colors. All right, and then we're gonna need another one of those each. Okay, so that's all 4 of these like arch pieces. And then they also get one of these little white lanterns. I don't know why I'm starting to keep talking about lanterns. I'm starting to get like a hankering to watch National Treasure. Okay, so that's what we have there. So, okay, so we put another lantern piece so that they form like a natural gap, I guess. So yeah, got that all set up, and then we have these like cool, I know they're not really figure 8s, but I think they look like figure 8s from the top down. Hi, welcome to the stream. We are putting together the Lego architecture London skyline today. So we spent a good deal of time just kind of laying out the bricks because they're not organized in any sort of fashion, but we're having a good time anyway. So welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get these figure 8s on here, and then we get these 3 6-up ones. Hold on, this isn't seated correctly. There we go. Wow, that's a really snug fit. Okay. I did do that correctly, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, it's just a really snug fit. Okay. I think. Oh, I'm putting on the wrong thing. That's why. Guys, I'm breaking the rules. I don't know what's going on here. So there are ones with a closed top and one with an open top. Oh! Ah, that's gonna fit so much better. Sweet. Ah. Oh, I hear kitty cat feet. Hi, baby. Are you having a good snooze? Hi. Oh, come on up. Try to push some of these small pieces away before she gets the idea that they're snacks. But what I can do for her is give her her own. Hi, baby. Get some Ripley nose for you guys. Do you want one? Is that good? Hi, baby. We gotta take time for the babies. Because she's so good most of the time. Hi, did you miss me? So anyway, guys, kitty cat time. Are you done now? Okay, I think she's done for the moment. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh my goodness. I think you're going to cute your way into extra treats today. There you go. These ones are pretty small, so she can run around with them. Since I had to go to the doctor this morning, I had to like come up with a few distractions. So I like set up her puzzle box. I'm like, here you go, three flavors of treaties today, just for you. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing again with these like lantern pieces, and then top it off a little differently. Oh no, I like never use the sidebar on my phone, but I bump it sometimes and I'm like, eh. Guys, they're just here. Ah, here they are, under my book. I did this with, I think, some of the like terminal pieces on the trench run, where I was just like, oh yeah, it totally looks like that, but I wasn't really paying attention because some of the pieces are just incredibly similar. All right, so we have our base tower pieces here, and then each one of them gets a 3-up beige piece. All right, so then this goes over the back, and then we have some of these like bench looking pieces here. Okay. Hi. Are you just lonely today? So we're just gonna have some pets. Hi, Baboos. It's just, yeah. It's kind of chilly today, and her dad already had to go to sleep for work, so she's just kind of hanging out. No, I don't think so, ma'am. I don't think so. Alright, pick you up a little bit better. Hi. Are you playing with my necklace? You know you're not. Oh, you're playing with my zipper? You can play with my zipper. We try not to discourage her kind of needy behavior, since so many cats are very ambivalent to their peoples. So we try to encourage her to be as sweet and cuddly, you know, to her heart's content. So, yeah. Hi, Baboos. You think you can let me finish this build and then we're gonna go play? Maybe? Maybe? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You want down? Or do you just want to get into mischief? Here's some kitty butt. Oh, you can't play with the mic. You can't play with the mic. So, like, this is kind of a nice trial run since it's a smaller set than the big one I was going to do today. Let me Is this what you want? Okay. There you go. You went down? Or you just want to see what's going on out there? We, because of the, you know, all the construction going on for all the projects going on in the valley. She's been like watching all the big trucks go by, and she kind of like chatters at them, and I'm pretty sure she's just telling them how to do their job better, I guess. Are you pacing under there? What are you doing? Alright. So we get these like beige 1-up pieces here. And then we get grabby bits. My favorite. Grabby bits. She's playing in her sleeping bag right now. Alright. Alright, I think that's all for that part of the towers. And then we're going to put these with the grabby bits facing out on our assembly here. Alright, so we have 2 more pieces we're going to make 2 of. So let's start. We have, put the beige pieces back. We have 2 of these. And then there are these little white claw looking things. Oh, here they are. 2 of these, and then 2 orange pips, gold pips, I don't know. 4 blue squares. Not like a big fan of the color blue, but I do like this shade in particular. It's kind of nice when to see like certain block types like disappearing off my work mat here. First things first, we're gonna go skip a space, flat one, small flat one with a nub, small flat one, and then we've got a claw piece and a gold pip on top. I'm gonna do that again. Alrighty. It's a nice color combination. Oh, it's the top of the tower bridge. Nice. And there's a little factoid on the next page. I'll read you guys. I'll hold this up for you in a second. Right, the tower bridge, and then on the next page we have all these like decorative pieces. I don't know if anybody's excited. So Mr. B and I have a couple games that we play together. Like that's just, you know, couples that game together and all. But we have like a private 7 days server, and we kind of got as far as we were going to get with one of our playthroughs, and we wanted to start a new map. But now that like Alpha 21 is supposed to come back out, and we're both just kind of like, I guess we might as well wait. Hi, baby. Alright, so there's the tower, and then there's a little blurb about it here. The high-level walkways were designed so that the public could still cross the bridge when it was raised. Nice. Short, simple, to the point. Let's start moving some of these pieces over here. And we'll have more of a nicer space for assembling. Probably making some of you crazy with my little chaotic piles now. I don't mean to. Alright. I don't know why I put that down. I need to know what the next build phase is. Okay, so it looks like we're just cleaning up the top there. And we need, oh goody, 4 of those. There's a little Ripley hair. 4 of those. And then these 4. So much beige, so much fleshiness. So much tea. All right. So in this back corner, kind of excited. I got the email saying that Base Paws received Ripley's like DNA samples, so we're just kind of waiting now to see what she's made out of. Alright, so we get some black bench things again. If it comes back and says that she's just like Chaos Gremlin, I believe it. Alright, welcome to the stream. We are currently assembling the Tower Bridge in London. Having a great time. So welcome. Right. In about 2 minutes, my dot's gonna tell me it's time for a break. Would it be more professional of me if I turned my notifications off? Probably. Do I remember this stuff? No. Alright, let's see here. Got some more gray pieces that kind of just like lay over this. Alright. And alright, So, oh, yeah, these little spiny pieces that I talked about early on, this is the right spot for them. Try and let the camera catch up. It's not really meant for this, but here we are. All right, and then there's another little blurb here. The bridge's lifting mechanism was originally powered by steam, but is now driven by oil and electricity. All right, and then we have a couple more finial pieces before we put on the caps. All right. We have 8 of these like shovel pieces. So I'm in the middle of reading like 4 books, 2 IRL, 2 audio, and then I just picked up the newest Gigi Pandian book, the newest like
Amanda, it's time to take a break.
It is. Yes. Yeah, yeah. It's a sickness. I can't help it. So I have I'm listening to the second Outlander book. There for a while I was like doing some other stuff, so I had to stop reading. I have one more chapter of Cradle to the Stage. I'm reading Quiet by Susan Cain, and then Peacemaker I'm also listening to in tandem with the second Outlander book. But of course I also just picked up the newest Gigi Pandian book. It's the latest installment of Accidental Alchemist, and I'm really tempted to put everything on hold and just blast through it because I love those books so much. Alright, I told you guys it's a sickness. I know some people don't count audiobooks as like whatever, but I can't read a physical book and cook at the same time, so I can listen to audiobooks on my like adventures, so that's just what it is. Alright, so we have, I think these are the last pieces for the bridge tower, so you guys can see this in a second here. Let me just throw stuff. Okay, so let me just tip this and you guys can see that. Looks really cool. The colors really came together. Put that up there because it's kind of lonely. I think that's going to be an extra, but I could be wrong. Alright. Moving on. We're going to make some hinged pieces here. So we've got 4 blue dowels and 4 of these little hinge pieces here. Oh, maybe it's still more bridge. I don't know. It's all like so tightly packed in, you never know. So, okay. I like how the picture shows these standing up and like automatically they just fall over. Oh, did these just clip in? Oh, I thought they do. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to automatically clip these to the side. I think these are like the suspension cables. These like bow really weird for me, but maybe that's what they do. Here we go. And we're gonna clip these here. Yeah, they do kind of bow really strangely, but maybe they're, oh yeah, okay, they're supposed to. All right, so they are in fact supposed to. So let me sort that out so that they bow correctly. And then we get one white piece, I guess, to start the next section. All right, let me show you guys what we've got. So that's the tower bridge, and then we're gonna start back here. All right, so all these white ones we're gonna stack up. We're gonna make 1, 2, 3 of these. And you're gonna go on this side. And moving on. All right. And then we have 2 more of these. Oh, I have it facing the wrong way. Problem solved. All right, and then I'll show you what we have here. I'm guessing something goes behind and then something goes in front, and it all just snaps together. In some ways, even though it's obviously like a different set, it is very reminiscent of the trench run build that I did. Alright, so we have one of these fleshy toned colored ones here, and then we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these great pieces. And then this will go right here on the front. Oh no, my tea's in the way. I feel like that's an insult to my tea. Alright, slowly moving the pieces. They're slowly migrating. And then 2 more go here. Oh, that's the last 2 of those. Okay, so we're gonna build up, I think we're building the museum, actually. I can go back and read some of those excerpts at the end if you guys are interested. Alright. So we have gray bit, 2 white flat pieces, 2 white smooth pieces. And we have more of this, I don't know, grading, but these are at an angle, and then 1 with a pip. Okay, here we go. So I think the next time we do a Lego stream, I'm just gonna bring Ripley's her tunnel over so I can like throw like her ball and stuff for her because she really likes to play fetch. Okay, so I was right. This is the National Gallery. It's a very stately appearance. I don't know if I can get that closer for you guys. There we are. And there's a little excerpt about the gallery. The National Gallery stands on the former site of the King's Mews, the building where the king's horses were stabled. That's pretty cool. Right, and then 2 gray smooth pips, I believe, finish off this gallery. Well, let's just see. Oh, okay. Then a smooth piece goes on the back. That's what this white piece is for. Guess it just kind of finishes it up, makes it look clean on the back. I have noticed that a lot of the builds, they do kind of finish off the back so that they're not like ugly. And then here's another excerpt. Several new rooms and the impressive dome were added to the building in 1876. Oh, are we gonna make a dome? We're gonna make a dome! Yeah! Okay, so 1 round white pip with an open top. We have a disc. And that looks like a... I can't tell. Oh, it's a gray dowel. And here's our little dome. So disc, dowel, dome, and then we're gonna invert this white pip to finish this off, I think. I'm surprised we didn't have any like flags or anything. That kind of seems like the tech for something like that. Hi, welcome to the stream. Today we are building the Lego Architecture London Skyline. We have already finished the Tower Bridge and we're finishing off the National Gallery right now. I can hold that up for you guys. So progress so far. Bridge and then the National Gallery back there. So welcome. Alright, so let's put this back here for now. So we're gonna need black dowel, 2 of these loopy bits, a long white dowel, and then 1 of these. I'm wondering if this is the mechanism for the big wheel. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna take these dowels and this short black one goes in between. Right. And then this white dowel goes in the middle. Let's see what else. Okay, so we have some more white pips going up here. Uh-oh. I now have room for my book, and now I start losing stuff. Okay. We've got one of these 2-ups. I think this is our last one here. That goes here, and then here. Yeah, I do believe we are making a mechanism for the big wheel. So 2 more short black dowels, and then 2 more of these loopy bits. And then they're going to mirror each other. As soon as I get these snapped together, I'll show you our progress. So this is what we have going on back here. Alright, so from here we need 1 flat, I think it's a dark gray piece. Oh, light gray. And 1 matching gray flat pip. I think that's just going to finish off this so it looks a little nicer. And, oh, okay, yeah. So I was wondering what these like airplane wing looking things were, and it's for this. Wow, I can't believe how much progress we made. Okay, and then 1 goes in front of the other. Hi, baby. Do you need some lovies? There should be a blue dowel under here to join them. You coming up? Do you want on my bolster? Do you want to lay down? Alright. As time goes on, I'm a little less and less. Is that good? Okay. I have a bolster that I use for lumbar support since this is not a gaming chair. And frequently she likes to snuggle up there. So maybe that is the case today. Alright, so we're going to add the center of the big wheel now. Yeah. So we need 1 disc and 1 white dowel. We're gonna snap together, and I'm really excited. I like when stuff actually like pivots and rotates in these sets. It's really exciting. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I do not think so. We don't chew on cords. Really? Ma'am, you have a sleeping bag full of toys right now. Yeah? How about this? Are you falling off? Okay. I'm less worried about you playing with other things. Okay. And then, oh, we're gonna put the back. So the last disc goes on the back here. And I am seeing that this is about to get really complicated. No. Oh God, you cannot chew on the mic cord. No. No. Okay, all right. I think it's time for a cuddle. She's doing pretty good though, all things considered. She's doing pretty good here. Where's your fish? There was a big drama last week because she lost her plush fish. We still have no idea where the original plush fish is. And her plush fish is very creatively named Fishy. And it was like 2 days of just like absolute like depression. She was just like so not herself. Where's my fish? Looking for it everywhere. She yelled at us because her fish was missing. Here you can see the baby. There's the baby. And so I had one overnighted from Amazon. I was just like, oh God. Fishy's got to come back. On the plus side, she didn't reject the new Fishy. So, yeah. Can I put you down? I'm almost done. Almost done. And then we'll go play. We'll see how long that lasts. So now things are going to get really weird really fast. We're going to build the wheel out of 1,000,000 pieces. So we're going to start with one of these arms. And it gets 1 black dowel. And then we're going to turn this around and we're going to connect it with another black dowel. So we're going to do this twice. Good Lord, what did I get myself into? Alright, we're going to move this back because I need some space. Oh my goodness. Oh, it expects me to like distribute things properly. So we need 8 clear ones, and we're going to do this twice. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I assume we're going to just use all of these. And then each of these gets 2 hands. Oh my goodness, like half the bricks for this set is just for the big wheel, I'm pretty sure. Thought it was the base, but I was wrong. My fingers are like a little gross and gray now, but I think it's actually because the pages are printed like black. I think it's the ink coming off, because there's places where it looks like it didn't, I don't know, it's like puckered, and I wonder if it just didn't dry I don't know, it didn't cure properly. It's like when you print out something glossy on your printer at home, it's never exactly the same as like having it done in a print shop. Now that I say that, I'm like, oh, this was printed in a print shop. So there you go. Even worse. Do we have to like bend this to make this round? I just realized that. I think there's something really romantic about like Ferris wheels, but I'm terrified of heights, and that would never happen. Some of you know the story, but a few years ago, Mr. B and I went to Disneyland for our anniversary, and it's the first time I'd ever been to a Disney park. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, but he convinced me that we should go on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. And I said, isn't that what used to be the Terror of Tower? And he was like, yeah, but it's different now. You'll love it. And I'm like, okay. It was not different. It is still a drop ride. I don't know why I let him convince me of that. Probably because he doesn't do, like... He does, like, cheeky things, but he doesn't do, like, mischievous things. Like, he's usually very, like, respectful and straightforward about that kind of stuff. So... yeah. I was just like... I totally believed him, and... oh my goodness. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if I can use the dots on here to help me guide these, but we'll figure it out. Just might have to, you know, tinker with it. Although these aren't tinker toys. It looks like these are actually pretty close together, and they leave a decent gap at the end, which is why I think we have to bend these. Gotta say, these don't slide very well. There we go. Woo! Very, very strange activity here. It's almost a little bit like jewelry making, I guess. It's kind of what makes me think of. Okay. So there's that, and then we're going to do that a second time. I think the first one's pretty even, so I'm going to try to line it up. So I think the last thing we're building is Big Ben. We can probably fiddle with these as we need to. I guess they're ish. Oh yeah, we totally just bend these. Okay, I wasn't really sure how that was going to go together. And then what are they hooked to on the other side? Oh, okay, two black. Uh-oh. Do we have two black ones? Oh, no, or is it gray? Oh, I think those are gray. I was about to get scared, guys. Alright. So, I guess these are kind of like the seats on the outside. I'm really afraid some of these are gonna go flying. I don't know if I can get those in there any tighter. Yep. We'll do this guy next, and I'll pop that last ride car back on there. Oh no. I think I need to do it now. It's a little funky. Try to scoot some of these along. Ooh, trying really hard not to drop stuff on the floor here. For so many reasons. Alright, it's a little odd, but it's the first time I've really, this is the first like set I've really had to like bend something. Okay, so that's done, and we have another caption. The London Eye has 32 capsules, one for each of the 32 London boroughs. Alright, here, let me show you what this looks like. And then we've got our big eye here. And then this rests on these blue guys here. So this isn't going to pivot. I wasn't sure that this was going to actually have that kind of mechanism, but it's a pretty substantial sort of thing anyway. Okay, so it does show the before and after. The London Eye can carry up to 800 people on each rotation. That's pretty wild. Alright, so we're gonna build some other little things here. So I believe the eye is now complete. So down below we have a 6 up, a 4 up. I had suspicions. I had suspicions, guys. There is a possibility that once this is on display in my house, this might get glued together, because I don't really trust that. It's a lot of stress on those little guys there. Okay, and then 3 of these olive pips will go down here. I don't know if it's supposed to replicate like a garden or something. And oh yeah, I think we're gonna start building Big Ben. I think. Yeah, you can tell we're getting close to the end because like now the book doesn't like fold nice. Alright. Let me bring all these pieces forward now because we're kind of there, I guess. So we did have an extra dowel. I don't think we're gonna need that anymore. But here, let me bring these guys over. Got our little figure 8s here. I think we're starting to see the extras now. Got these little wrench pieces here. And then of course the Big Ben clock face. And I'll put my extra pips up here for now. Okay, that's it. That's all we have left. So I'm pretty excited about that. And we will need 5 of these figure 8s. I'm gonna end up having to crack this spine a little bit. I'm sure that's blasphemy for some people, but here we are. So 5 figure 8s across the bottom. And then 2 of these like textury pieces. Right. And then 1 8 up and 1 6 up. So 8 and then 6, and then I'll tip this so you guys can see. Having so much fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. I'm having a great time. I somehow missed some blue pips going on here, so we're gonna just shove those up front real quick. I think they're supposed to be like lights, you know, to illuminate. Or maybe they're water features. I think they're lights though. And then we have an excerpt. Anston stone from Yorkshire and granite from Cornwall were used on the exterior of the tower to clad the brickwork core. Okay, and then we're going to do 5 more. And then 2 more textured pieces. And then, oh, one of these gray caps go on the back now. Okay. So I'm going to tip that. You guys can see what we have going on for Big Ben. And then we have another gray gabled piece. And then 1 more gable, and then, okay, so 4 up goes here. Oh, I've never seen this before, so this actually lays over top. Let me see if I can get that real close for you guys. I've never seen a piece really like this roof piece. I've never seen that before in a set, so that's really fun. All right, so from here, we have the last 2 figure 8s. Oh wow, okay. So these like pew-pew looking pieces. Got 1 facing in, rotate, 1 facing out, another one. All right. It's kind of interesting. Can't wait to see what that looks like when we're done. So from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ups. And these last 4 like texture pieces. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we're gonna cap that whole thing off. Alright, so that stacks here. And then we're going to do this maneuver where we're going to pivot those pew-pew looking pieces so that they kind of touch on each other, and then I'll hold that up. You can see that a little bit better. So I went ahead and rotated all those gray pieces so that they touch. Alright, now I think we're gonna start finishing off this clock. So we will need 2 of these flesh tone pieces, 2 of these gray pieces, and 1 clock piece. So we're gonna do beige on top of gray, then clock, then beige, then gray. And then we have another excerpt. Under each clock dial there's a Latin inscription carved in stone that means, "O Lord, keep safe our Queen Victoria the First." So we're going to stack that on top. And then we have the finial here. I don't know if it's really a finial, it's just like the roof. Now we're making the finial. So we have this gold pip and a cylinder piece. We're going to finish that off there. All right. Well, so last little section. We have this X piece, 1 pip that goes in the middle, and then 4 grabby bits that go in all the cardinal directions. I'll hold that up for you then. And then that goes right here in this like garden thing. Alright, so what does that say? The 4 bronze lions at the base were added to Nielsen's column in 1867. There's a lion for you guys. Alright, so I think we're making some kind of statue here. So we need 1 white dowel, 1 teeny tiny Lego man, 2 white pips, and 4 of these square white pips. Alright, so we'll stack 2 on top of each other. And then so in total we'll have 4. And then 1 open pip. Wait, did I go too? Oh, I went too many on the little white ones. Again, too excited, guys. And then on the other end, we have a white pip. And then the dowel goes in between. All right. Our little Lego guy goes on top. Alright, while the column is built in granite, the statue of Nelson is made from sandstone. And then I guess this is Nelson for us. Nelson. And then we have a white one with a pip, and then we have this like sword thing. Just stick right there. And this goes here. Let me attach it and then I can show you guys what I did. I think that's supposed to be like a little sailboat. And that's it! That is our... Hey Danish, welcome to the stream. I'm just finishing up. Yeah, you've been inside that Lego set. I'm jealous. I have not been inside this Lego set. So, yeah. This is my first architecture Lego set, so I'm pretty excited. Alright, let me clean this up, and then we have some cool, like, historical stuff in the front. We went on a class trip to London in 2013, 4 days. Oh, that sounds so cool. The most exciting school trip I've ever been on is I went to New York City and got to go to the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. Alright, so this is what the finished set looks like. Very cool. Still very sus on that big wheel though. Alright, so I got some cool stuff here. Figured I'd wait to the end. Yeah, so there's a little bit here about the National Gallery. From the very start, the aim of the National Gallery was to ensure that the widest public possible could enjoy its collection. When Parliament agreed to pay for the construction of a new gallery in 1831, there were lengthy discussions about where the building should be located. Trafalgar Square was eventually chosen and was considered to be at the very center of the city and therefore accessible by all classes of London society. Construction began in 1832 and the new gallery was finally completed in 1838. The building has been enlarged and altered many times as the National Gallery's collection grew and today holds over 2,300 works of art. Over 6 million people visit the gallery every year to enjoy works by Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, and J.M.W. Turner. So, and then of course on our set here, that's this guy back here. Alright, so this last little guy we built, Nelson's Column. The 169-foot column, or 51.6 meter column, stands in front of the National Gallery in Trafalgar Square and was erected between 1840 and 1843 to commemorate the British naval hero Admiral Horatio Nelson, who died at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. The pedestal upon which the column stands is decorated with 4 bronze reliefs. Each one is 18 feet or 5.5 meters square and cast from the captured French guns. Alright. So Nelson's Column, and that's this here, and those little grabby things are supposed to be like the lions. What was your favorite part about London? Alright, Big Ben, or the Great Bell, officially known as the Elizabeth Tower, formerly as the Clock Tower and renamed in 2012 in honor of Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee, has stood at the northeastern corner of the Palace of Westminster for over 150 years. The 316-foot, or 96.3 meter, neo-Gothic styled tower is one of the most recognized and photographed landmarks in London today, and an integral part of the city's skyline. The tower's clock mechanism is wound by hand 3 times a week and is still accurate today as when it was constructed over 150 years ago. Okay. And then we can see Big Ben there. Alright. The London Eye. The most tenacious part of this entire endeavor. Opened in 2000 to mark the new millennium, the London Eye is still the world's largest cantilevered observation wheel. With a height of 443 feet or 135 meters, this remarkable feat of design and engineering has become the UK's most popular paid attraction, with 3.75 million visitors every year. On a clear day, it's possible to see up to 25 miles or 40.2 kilometers in the distance from the top of the wheel. Originally intended as a temporary structure, the London Eye is now a permanent fixture of the London skyline and an iconic symbol of modern London. Right. It's a little crooked. On our version's a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, and the Tower Bridge. It's got a little ripply hair stuck on it. It took 8 years and 11,000 tons of steel to construct the 213-foot or 65-meter tall Tower Bridge, and when it opened in June 1894, it was regarded as the most sophisticated bridge of its type in the world. The framework was clad in Cornish granite and Portland stone to protect the underlying steelwork, and to give the bridge a more pleasing appearance. Built with giant movable roadways that lift up for passing ships, it is still considered an engineering marvel and arguably remains the most recognized bridge in the world. All right. Well, thank you everyone who stopped by today. Thank you for bearing with me that I had to make a few changes to today's stream. Yeah, I think I definitely want to do another architecture one in the future. This was really fun. I just need to know in advance that nothing is sorted and we'll have to work that out ourselves. So as of right now, I am planning in 2 Fridays. I know it does look so small after all those pieces. I hope it's tidier for you though, Magenta. It wobbles. But yeah, so my hope is that in 2 Fridays we'll be doing finally the succulent garden. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's just such an absolutely gorgeous kit, but at 3 hours now my foot's really starting to be sore, so I really need to get it up and like propped up properly on a pillow. But I wasn't going to you know, say we're streaming and then not stream. So you got so much crap. Yeah, it just works out that in our stairwell between our first and second floor that we have a shadow box built in that I can put all sorts of knickknacks and things. So this will join its other Lego friends. Yeah, there's some really cool ones coming out. Let's see if I can pull up the what I was looking at before. By the way, this doesn't look great on this mat. Let's see. Yeah, there's some like really gorgeous a Harry Potter room. If you guys want to see Harry Potter, absolutely. I kind of came into Harry Potter as an adult, so I don't have the same affinity for it that some other people do. But yeah, absolutely. What was I looking at? There was a new Star Wars one that came out. I'm also really interested in possibly doing some of the NASA ones, like the rovers and things. I think that would be really fun too. But yeah, I'll check out some of the Harry Potter ones and see what we can do about all that. I also think it's funny that they have like a retro like Adidas like shell top sneaker as like a thing, and I think it's really funny. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and can I sort these by newest? Yeah. Okay. No, I mean like the place you put the Lego stuff. Is it like Harry Potter? No. I will get it cleaned up and I'll take better pictures of it. But so our stairs do like a switchback. So my Harry Potter room, the place where I stream, is actually a walk-in closet under our steps. Because, you know, like I said, no room, you gotta make room. And so when you go up the steps, there's like, for me at least, it's a chest-high shelf, and it frames this really small frosted window. So I have all sorts of, I have like a jewelry box from an uncle, and you know, just like weird little stuff like that up there. And we have framed greeting cards that have like just really silly animals on them, so we have that up there. But of course all of the previous Legos are there too. So oh my god, it'd be great to have a Lego room. That would be amazing. So I'm not seeing, oh, there's so much stuff here. I just want the sets. Yeah, there's a whole lot of like new stuff for Avatar. But let's see, Star Wars, because we've done a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. I guess the Razor Crest, but that thing's $600. I don't think so. I thought I saw new Star Wars, but anyway, not the point. But there's a whole bunch of new stuff coming out because of obviously Christmas and that kind of thing. Oh yeah, this is what I saw. It's gigantic, so I'd have to make room for it. But it's the new ATT. I think that's from Andor. That looked really cool. Oh, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader like battle scene is new. Yeah, so that kind of stuff is coming out, and then there's a couple more of the like the 3-in-1s that I'm hoping we can do. I really love those. I like the little city buildings. I don't know, I just like them. So, but yeah, if you guys have a set, preferably under $100 US, that you would be interested in seeing, you're welcome to tag me in something on Twitter or Instagram. That's usually the best way to get my attention, because I'm kind of flighty. But yeah, that's a good way to say, hey, I saw this cool thing. So really, you know, open to suggestions there. Like there's this new Holiday Main Street, super cool. There's a couple new 3-in-1s that are really gigantic. Like, I'd really be interested in doing the bookshop if it came on sale. So yeah, so we're about 3 hours in. My foot's really sore. For those of you who don't know, I got injected today, and I'm very tender, so I think I'm gonna go grab my cat and take a nap. Yeah, but tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific time, probably afternoon for a lot of you guys, we'll be doing Oblivion, and then I did decide that we're gonna do Shivering Isles. We'll finish up the Fighters Guild, and then we will finish up the Daedra quest, and I think we're gonna move on to a new game. So those are the last 3 targets for that series. So yeah, well, thanks guys. It's been a blast. Let me say hi. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Drink good tea.